سلام، خوش اومدید به قسمت دیگه از شرلوک هولمز. امروز 29 اپریل امروز 29 اپریل احتمالاً دیگه چپتر 2 این هم داره تموم میشه. بدون معطلی بریم ببینیم داستانش از چه قراره. از دیشب فقط دارم خواب کلکولوس می‌بینم. کلکولوس اسمش رو نمیدونم این هست یا این. همش دارم فکر اینو میکنم. قرار شد که دات ها رو به هم بچسبونیم. این هم دات ها. از اینه که نمیخواد. دیساپیرنسش رو به هم وصل کن. پاسپورت. خب دو تاش حداقل درسته. میدونم فقط اینو وصل کنه. مرسی گیم که اینا رو پاک میکنی. اگه پاک نمیکردی 10 ساعت بعد ما میستدیم. خب چی میگه؟ The disappearance before getting caught and killed by the perpetrator. آره درست. دوباره یکی دیگه. Cross inside rectangle. درست بود. What the fuck? Abductors are headed for the black نمیدونم چیشی institute. باید بریم سوئیس. هی میریم سوئیس. دیتش اینه. لوکیشنش به من نگفت کجاست. آره دیگه اروپاست. فیلدش هم حرفی نزد. اینستیتیوت گفت. Institute established it's somewhere in Switzerland. من میگم برای مدیسنه.
Dr. Watson, how does a trip to Switzerland sound to you?
It sounds unexpected. What makes you think we should head there?
It's all about the box with narcotics.
آره منم همین رو حدسم. گفتم که دارن الکل مواد درست میکنن دیگه. خب چه بهتر که مربوط به همین باشه.
Institute in Interlaken, Switzerland. If we hurry, we can still catch tonight's train.
If we hurry. Why you hurry? Emma Watson.
As grateful as I have been for your company, Dr. Watson, I'm afraid you shall have to investigate Edelweiss alone.
Alone? Mr. Holmes, I fear you overestimate my abilities.
My abilities? خیلی قشنگ حرف میزنن. یعنی انگلیسی میخواد بگه قشنگ همینو بعدیه. کلمات جدید، لهجه فوق‌العاده و قابل فهم actually.
Save for one dreadful day. My troop was ambushed in a village with innocents caught in the crossfire.
Who may need to help?
The man with the rosary. He was one of them?
A translator, yes. We were trapped. 6 soldiers and myself. I thought it was the end. But Lieutenant Paget refused to go quietly. The men prepared for a final stand. I rose to follow, but Paget shook his head. He told me to run, that I had other men to save. They charged, and I fled through the rear. Mr. Holmes, I am a coward.
I am a coward. گریه میکنه سر. ما همه که آوردیم داداش، فقط تو شرایطش نبودیم.
Perfectly useless in that conflict.
What? No.
And how many men have you helped since? Ailments eased, troubles tended?
No more than a handful. Truth be told, I've become somewhat of a recluse.
How many people could you help with 30 years ahead of you? Dozens? Hundreds? Paget was correct.
اینم قشنگ داره حرف میزنه. واقعا میگه آینده مهمه. تو ممکنه است قبلا کاورد بودی و کمکشون نکردی. آره میگه که تو قبلا شاید کاورد بودی ولی بعد از اون خیلی به بقیه کمک کردی. اونا رو در نظر بگی یا اینکه در آینده میتونی به خیلی کمک بکنی. I am Dr. Watson and I will look around.
The Edelweiss staff will doubtless be eager to show off their facilities to a fellow physician. I have already taken the liberty of sending a letter on your behalf to request a visit.
اوه اینو فرستادم به جا. چه خوشگله. از تو آیاران به نظر جالب نمیاد. حالا هوای ابریشو بذاری کنار فصل تابستون مثل چی قراره اونجا بالا بیاری. طبق معمولم که همزمان باید دارم رید میزنم و برای اولین بار VPN چیز وصل شد. خیلی برام جالب بود. برای اولین بار بین این همه مدت از شهریور خیلیه. الان برج چیزی اردیبهشتیم. از اون موقع وصل نشده بود پروتو VPN. بالاخره وصل شد. این فسیلیتیه. Chapter 3 The Mountains of Madness. ولی به نظرم پس کلکولوف صرفا یه دونه ایلوژنه تو ذهن و قرار نیست با هیچ هیولایی روبرو بشیم. همش یه ایلوژن بود. من گفتم شاتگان ماتگان میدن دستمون میزنیمشون. دکتر واتسونه؟ لباسای دکتر واتسون نمیتونه عوض کنه؟ They can change clothes. باش. Hello, madam. Hi.
Salutations, madam. I am Dr. John Watson. I was wondering if you've got word of my visit.
Yeah, Dr. Watson. We received your letter on the matter.
اسم میکنم گرافیک مور خیلی بد کردم بعد یکم ببرمش بالا. No, I just want to look around. No, that is correct.
At their earliest convenience, yes. I shall try not to take up too much of their valuable time.
Wait here, bitte. Mr. and Mrs. Bronson, your girl has made remarkable progress. See? Take a look for yourself.
What the fuck?
My apologies for keeping you waiting, Dr. Watson. Surely you understand how medical work can make one lose track of time.
Do not be sorry, Professor. I too know the importance of closely attending to patients.
The work hardly stops here, yet the satisfaction of perfecting the mind compels us to persevere.
I take it you welcome many a soul into your establishment?
Admissions, yes. Visitors, though? I am curious as to what brought you to the Schwarzes Edelweiss.
Word of mouth. An article I read back in London spoke highly of your institution. But rather than taking its word for it, I thought I would see things.
چقدر قشنگه. فرض کنم همچین چیزایی واقعا تو خارج کار میکنه. تو ایران همچین چیزایی نیست.
Everyone, your attention, please. Guten Day. Yes. Hi. Hello. The name's Amos Colby, Northwood
چرا شبیه
Detective
کلبی
Agency,
چقدر آشناست؟
Boston. I got questions that need answers. Who's in charge here?
What seems to be the matter, Dr. Watson? You can tell me.
By Jove, it cannot be him.
That man there is a... چرا باید دروغ بگم؟ That man there is a fraud. من همیشه راست میگم.
That man, well, the real Amos Colby lies 6 feet under in London.
No. In my line of work, it can't wait. The longer it takes
If
me
you
to
wish
get
to
to the truth,
recuperate,
the
Dr.
more
Watson,
الان میبینیم بخاطر این کار یارو باعث مرگی
But I
یارو
have
بشه.
so much more to discuss.
Nurse, if you'd be so kind as to escort Dr. Watson to the guest room. Herr Colby, from Northwood Agency. How unexpected. I am Professor Gygax. I would be happy to answer.
shit. یارو به فاک دادم.
Look, Professor, unless you got any clues as to the whereabouts of...
چی میکنید با مردم؟
No one gets neglected in
سجیفی رو قربانی کردم. هولی شیت، نباید این کارو میکردم. البته اگه این اتفاق به هر حال میافتاد و من اونجا دروغ میگفتم بعدا خودم به دردسر میافتادم.
Do not worry, Herr Colby. My methods are rather more delicate.
این همون دارو است. اوکی. از رو لباس بهش تزریق کردی؟
Search him thoroughly. Then take him to the holding chamber. We need to decide precisely what to do with our guest.
باعث به فاک رفتن یارو شدم. ولی میگم تو ذهنم اینه که اگر باعث به فاک رفتنش نمیشدم این اتفاق میافتاد، میفهمیدن من دروغ گفتم و خودم What the fuck؟ سلام.
The unmistakable scent of alcoholism.
من فکر نمی‌کردم این شرلوک باشه. نمیشه اسکیپ کنی؟ مرسی. دست درد نکنه. حوصله‌ام نمیاد.
Truncheon, not the typical tool for a nurse.
چرا من فکر نمی‌کردم این اون باشه. اگه میدونستم اینونه حتما یه فکری براش می‌کردم. خب یه بالا داریم. بلاک A.
Any chemist would envy the quality of this equipment.
همون دارو است.
The
درست
final
میگم؟
product, ready to cure madness or to push one deeper into its grasp.
دیگه چی؟
Raw materials used to formulate medicine. With this equipment, they can create any type of medication. It sounds sinister, even for a place like
آره
this.
داداش آره خوندم
If
خوندم.
there are more frogs in the pond. Very sturdy. I might borrow it.
برش داشت.
What was that? Is someone there? I'm sure I heard something.
آها نباید بریم اونجا.
You there! I command you to free me at once.
I'm not sure that's a great idea at the moment.
How dare you deny me? I must have my revenge against the lickspittles upstairs.
Fortunately for you, I'm here to stop the very same people.
You are?
Indeed. But first, I must discover all I can about this institution. Tell me, have you witnessed the arrival of any foreign patients?
Tell me. The gall. The impertinence to bark such orders.
Please, we don't have time for this.
Do you know with whom you speak?
ای وای.
I am the great Napoleon.
اوکی. ناپلئون بوناپارت.
The one and only. Emperor of the French, first consul of the Republic, leader of la Grande Armée. Once I am free and have exacted my revenge against the guards who ridicule me, I shall rest happy in the arms of my beloved Josephine.
Right. Well, I will leave you to your scheming, Emperor.
Patient hates guards. خوشحالم که مجبور نیستم اسنیک اتک بازی کنم.
My heart is pierced by Cupid. I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
اوکی.
A simple toolbox, yet capable of repairing anything. A certificate of appreciation from the municipal councillor to Professor Becker for contributions to the development of medicine in Interlaken.
یعنی خود گاورمنت تایید کرده اون داروها رو. برگرد دیگه. آره مثلا خوندمش. این چی بود؟ همینجا بودا.
Tubes of varying diameters. Interesting.
Metal tube.
R.G. Hill, Dr.
Filth little frog.
Connolly, it appears that John Sallow, the Tulpa, Speech, and the Cerebellum by S.A. Becker. This photo was damaged, seemingly by oil. I can make out the names listed here.
سه تا. این چیه؟
Looks like it's still operational.
اینو میکشه پایین. پاک.
Cooking grease. Is this the kitchen dumbwaiter?
I command you to let me out. چقدر جای خوشگلیه او. انقدر ایول نباشید.
I'd rather not sit in this chair ever again.
این همون داروه نیست؟ نه
This
اصلا آشنا نیست.
sedative worked faster than I expected. Perhaps I ought to train myself.
بیلد تو درست. یکی دیگه از اون درست کنم با یه تنش بیشتر. همین اینجا رو دیگه اینسپکت نمی کنی؟ مپ.
There's the guest room. I wonder if Watson was able to speak to Gygax.
Oh shit.
No way I can get past him without being noticed.
خوشحالم که واقعا مجبور نمی‌کنی آدم
Locked. I
فرار
suppose the
کنه.
reception will be guarded anyway.
میدونم باید اینا از بین ببریم.
Who's there? Show yourself.
با چی باید من باید پرت کنم خب؟
This should suffice.
Investigations incomplete. الان همین ساختم تموم شد. اصلا پایپو برنشته بودم فقط اینسپکتش کرده بودم. دوپ. پرت کرد بیهوشش کنه. اوکی. کلیداشو برده، لباسش هم برده، لختش کن.
This should be enough to avoid unwanted
Merci.
attention, at least from a distance. Manufactured and packaged here.
هموناست، دقیقا هموناییه که آوردیم از اونجا، آوردن از اونجا. اون جعبه ها بود، اینا هاشون لباس.
Manufactured and packaged here. This is the same narcotic substance that we found in London.
همون گفتم دقیقا این جعبه ها از اونجا اومده. سلام علیکم. آره این کنم چیکار باید بکنم؟
Go away or I will tear your lips from your skull with my fingernails.
اوکی.
Yes,
I'll gouge your eyes out and cut off your hands just like you did to Heidi.
I am quite certain you would, but I'm afraid you have me mistaken for someone else. So, I take it your name is Gerda. Who is Heidi?
You talk strange. You're going to Hell's Door, aren't you? To where those other funny talkers finally shut up?
Hell's Door? To what do you refer?
Only Heidi had answers.
Go away, pig.
I merely...
I said go, or you will spend your last moments on Earth screaming. This door won't stop me.
مطمئنی؟ خب آره همون اون یارو باید پیدا کنم. گوردا کجایی گوردا؟ نه که هیچ کدوم اسم ندارم. این خانومان که مثل سگ پاچه میگیره. Restricted area یعنی باید داریم همینجا. Restricted, here we go. Laundry کجا میبرن خفه میکنم؟ بذار لاندری بریم دیگه نریم.
Fabric burnt in the furnace.
یه چی اون بالاش هست نیست؟
A jalabiya, a traditional garment from northern Africa.
معلوم نیست چی کار میکنم. ببین اینا همه جا هست کار نداریم. ایران و خارج و اینا نداره.
Garments of several dozen people at least. So you're Heidi. I didn't realize I was on haunted doll watch.
من فکر کردم هایدی برش نمیداری اینو؟ کلا.
Good lord, how unsettling. The damage seems intentional.
بریم این عروسک چه بدیم بهش. خانم این عروسک تو پیدا کردم. من فکر کردم واقعا آدم بوده. سلام بیا.
I will make them pay for what they did to Heidi.
I found Heidi.
I believe I have found your friend.
Heidi! Oh, poor girl.
من
What
فکر
did they
کردم
do
واقعا
to you?
آدمه.
It's all right now.
Everything will be
All
alright.
right.
Please.
باید وایس اینو
Now
بگیرم هر
I
روز صبح
have
برای
found
خودم
Heidi.
پخش
I
کنم.
need some help from you in return.
Heidi, you should thank the man, don't you think?
Why are you here? Why are you
How
gay?
did you end up in Block B?
The nurses say I'm prone to violent outbursts, but they're wrong. I just do what Heidi tells me.
Okay.
Have you ever met Professor Becker?
I remember him. He was in charge here before that witch Gygax. But I haven't heard his voice for a long time. Too bad. He was nice.
What happened to the fighting
Tell me all
patients?
you know about those funny talking people.
We'd hear their screams. The guards
Oh,
would take them down
shit.
the corridor behind you and they'd disappear. And the screams would stop.
راجع به گایگکس چی میدونی؟
Professor Gygax seems to rule this facility
گایگکس چه
with an iron
فامیلی
fist. Do you
بلش
know anything about her?
She's sick.
فامیلی
She
بدی
did
نداره
nasty
خوب.
things to us. Separated me and Heidi just for fun. Before she got here, this place was all right.
دست شما هم درد نکنه.
I shall leave.
خب اطلاعات جدید به دست آوردیم. چه اطلاعاتی نمیدونم. اسم میگم اینجاها مونده نمونده. ظاهرا که نه. بریم توی روی restricted area. اصلا مسیر دیگه ای هم نداریم. by the way اینجا به نظر کوچیک‌تر میاد. جورجیان Young adult male. امروز دانشگاه هالت یه دونه ایمیل برام فرستاده بود.
So this is
حتی
how they kept
گزینه‌هاشون
the
نان
prisoners
واینری هم
docile
ضبط
and
شده بود.
harmless.
بهش ایمیل دادم گفتم که آقا ما اینجوریم. خودشون یعنی ایمیل داده بودن که ما داکیومنت تو توی دانشگاهی دیگه دیدیم بعد اون نیومده اینجا بیای درس بخونی. دیدم $95 چیز داره. $95 اپ فی داره. گفتم داداش من پس اپ فی بر نمیام. پریس Eat from above. Oh shit. خب باید اویدنس بیشتر پیدا کنیم. اینجوری جواب نمیده. چقدر آشناسی؟
Orthodox
نه
relic
آشنا
very
نیست.
commonly found in Eastern Europe, now in a cell halfway up the Alps.
اینجا چیزی نیست.
This stretcher was disinfected frequently.
از همونا.
The stamp on this crate confirms it came from America. That's quite a distance to travel. These are the same crates we
آره
found.
دقیقا همونا.
I should take a closer look.
خط انداخته. اونایی رو که اونجا میخواستن فرار بکنن میفرستادن اینور.
Substantial
خونه.
blood loss. One poor soul found another way out.
فاک.
A bottle this sturdy doesn't break by accident.
داره بدم میاد از اینجا. 4 تا آدمه واقعا.
Dirt and sweat. They were locked in here for days, judging by the smell. The kidnappers even provided airflow. How generous.
میخواستم فقط قاچاقشون بکنه.
I doubt that one could survive such a journey with this little water. This is the same
این
design
همون
as the one
سمبولیه
from-
که دیدم رو زمین کشیده بودن. What the fuck؟ چی داره میشه؟ این علامت چیه؟ رو قبلی نه به نظرم خودشون با میل خودشون نیومدن. این بهتره به نظرم. آخری کجاست؟
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
سومی کو؟ آره به نظرم همینه. اون دوتا اشتباس. پس اینو این اشتباه بود. نه به نظرم با خواست خودشون نیومده. این درسته. این مگه توش زور نداره؟ پس اینا مثل اینکه زنده بودن اومدن اینجا. آره.
The carriages were back through these doors and they began to unload their cargo in secret. Next the crates were opened, freeing their passengers.
Everyone survived the پشما.
Dirty, exhausted and dehydrated prisoners were then herded into cells.
چرا آخه ازشون باشون چیکار میکنن؟
I have not located a morgue.
اینا اونایی بودن که تسلیم نشدن و اونجا نموندن. هی سر گوششون میجنبیده. بنده خدا. حالا کجا باید برم؟
The doors can be opened for deliveries.
There must be a secret passage somewhere near the entrance. ورودی؟ اینجا یه چیزی شک کردم اینهاش اینجا. آره دقیقا. موقع اومدن من به این خیلی شک کردم. اسکرچز همینجا باید باشه.
Something has been moved through here. This seems to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing must be a door.
با چی باید بازش کنم حالا؟ باید فکر کنی، نمیتونی خودت تصمیم بگیری. Prisoners hated guards نه. Investigate path lock upstairs. Patient hates guards. brute force همیشه جوابه. دوتاش درست بود. چه ربطی به هایدی داشت؟ هایدی عروسک بود که. پس این داکیومنت کافی ندارم. از کجا باید پیدا کنم؟ بذار ببینیم اون دختره نمیدونه. آره ببین.
I found her
Five
store, the one
hit.
that made the foreigners silent, remember? How do I open it? Gerda, please, I cannot get inside. You have to tell me how to open it.
How can you speak to me like nothing's wrong? Can't you hear? She's suffering. I can't even hear my thoughts over.
Leave it with me, Gerda.
یعنی چی لیویت بیت می؟ الان برم براش. ای وای خدا. باز اسکیپ کردم نفهمیدم مشکل چیه. ای وای. چرا اسکیپ میکنی آخه؟ من اینا رو از کجا پیدا کنم؟ Got her dog back. She continues remaining required. دوتا دکمه. نه. کلونیر. من اینا رو از کجا پیدا کنم؟ همین بابا برگرد، کی با این کار داره؟ نشستیم عروسک یارو باید درست کنم. آب گردو یه جا ما رو دارینه.
Will this help fix your friend?
Give it to me.
حاجی الان یارو فرار میکنه میکشدم.
Everything will be all right, Heidi. Everything.
Gerda, I have a couple of questions.
Yes, I...
Dirty little mouth, Gerda. You've said enough already.
اوکی.
She won't speak no more. Now it's only Heidi. You helped me, and I didn't cut out your eyes. So we're even. Now go!
What the fuck?
Heidi, there are things I need some clarity.
Ask if you dare, but if I get bored, there will be consequences.
یا خدا. What the fuck? حالا چی بگم بهش؟ Black path upstairs, letter to in, Black A patients, medical evaluation, dump waiter. بابا چی شد بالاخره؟ A note from Professor Becker.
I found...
بد کردم. ID.
That's not true. You, Gerda, told me that Hell's Door makes people silent forever.
And you believe that snotty little girl? I'll personally ensure that she never dares to speak again.
What the fuck چقدر کریپیه. بعد اصلا برای تو الان عجیب نیست این قضیه. What's the successful dumb waiter old photographer?
Professor Gygax hurt you repeatedly, scarred your body and mind. You are not protecting Hell's Door. You are simply afraid of the consequences were I to enter.
I could tap your teeth out with a hammer until you choked on the blood and bits.
You could. But then you would live the rest of your life in fear of Professor Gygax. I can make that feeling go away.
How?
I can stop her. But the key, Heidi, the key to Hell's Door is critical to stopping Professor Gygax. And I think you know where it is.
Tell him!
But you said...
And now I say tell him!
You
The
sure?
professor. She has a special key. Keeps it close and only brings it down when new people go through. Behind those closed doors, those people start to sing. Oh, they sing in so much pain.
میگم اصلا بعد عجیب نیست این حیوان داره حرف میزنه.
Thank you, Gerda. Heidi, I must leave.
Leave? You joke. Nobody leaves the Edelweiss. Now you will be with us forever.
Yeah, you're right. تستیمونی اینم بهش اضافه بکن. الان میگه کلید میشه اونه. Send it down, sir. Watson must be in guest room. He could acquire the key. بریم. How to get help from in. یه همچین چیزی بزن. A working downburner. هیچ کدوم. مرسی. میدونم اینم نیست. Seeking help from Watson. اینم نبود. اینم نبود. Who claims to be ناپلئون بوناپارت؟ بریم پیش اون پس. احتمالا ناپلئون بوناپارت حواسشون رو پرت میکنه. ما میریم بالا. ناپلئون وقت انقلابه. ناپلئون بوناپارت. گوشی ناپلئون. ناپلئون. چرا خوبه میشه اسکیپ کرد. مرسی تنظیمات بازی. ناپلئون جان. You're free to go.
At last, you came to your senses.
My humble apologies, Emperor.
Spare me your groveling, Englishman.
Of course, you are right as ever, for you see, time is of the essence. The royalists have risen again, and your darling Josephine needs you. Paris
needs you.
Mon amour.
But the guards upstairs in reception stand in your way.
Ha! They will pose no problem for the likes of me. Merci, Englishman. When I return to Les Tuileries, I shall make you a general.
Oh, you are too kind, Emperor. Now go.
Your freedom awaits you.
I am coming, Josephine. Josephine, me voilà. Captain!
عوضی. خب
Watson, over here.
خدا رو شکر که مجبور نیستم پیاده روی کنم.
Doing here, and where did you get that outfit?
It is unimportant. I require your assistance.
Well, that is rich, because clearly it was unimportant to tell me what you were planning beforehand. Amos Colby?
Your naivety was essential to sell the disguise.
Actually, it wasn't. You should have trusted me.
Watson, we can discuss this later. Time is of the utmost importance. The kidnapped people may still be here. This is what I know so far.
What? You really found all this on your own?
Focus, Watson. I need you to find a key. It will be most unique. All the details are in my notes. Logic dictates that Gygax will keep it near her. Once acquired, you must get it to me. Perhaps the kitchen dumbwaiter could be of use.
Holmes, I can't do this. I'm no spy.
Yes, you can, Watson. You
Yes,
are
you can.
genuinely dependable.
Dr. Watson, visitors are not permitted back here.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kuntz. After the war, my nerves, I fled all that commotion.
It is nothing. A patient attempted to escape. He will not get far. Now, if you would like to follow me.
حالا از این بعد با اما واتسونی.
Blood in the water. Someone must have washed their hands here recently.
ادورش هم نداشته.
Slips into Holmes.
اسلحه داری؟
Perhaps I should take this. For all I hope it won't be needed.
هایدی.
Did a child make these?
Trust me. چایلد نیست اون یه هیولاست. بعد دنبال کلید بگردم.
A visitor, no?
سلام.
Struggling to remember something.
سلام علیکم.
This area is off limits. A patient has escaped.
آی کپتن.
Miss?
Too bad my parents had to leave so soon. I haven't seen them for months.
I hear them scratching. Don't you hear it?
چه هستش؟
A commemorative photo album. Been a while since I've been in one of these. Photograph seems recent. Good lord, that's a lot of records.
این اتاق خودم بود نه؟ اینجا کجاست؟
Ah, Dr. Watson. Just the man I wanted to see.
Professor, I'm surprised you're not trying to catch that escapee.
Please, my time is far too valuable. I hope Nurse Kuntz has been taking good care of you.
He has certainly kept me out of trouble.
Professor, it is time for your appointment with your next patient, Mr. Wolf.
Mr. Wolf.
Wolf can wait until tomorrow. I wish to speak with Dr. Watson.
As you wish.
You still see patients yourself, even as the director of this entire facility?
Only the important ones. And yet I rarely get to pick the brain of a man like yourself. I think it is time we got to know each other. No?
I'm
بله
afraid there's not
بریم.
much to know. I'm just an average chap living a rather prosaic life these days.
Dr. Watson, those of us who pursue knowledge are anything but average. Now, who are you?
I am a doctor.
I'm a physician in search of a stimulating career. I have patients, yes, but admittedly, I'm more interested in the cutting edge of medical research. So when I read about the Black Edelweiss and your work on the healing of minds, I simply had to learn more.
I suppose my Edelweiss was always destined to attract other curious minds. But before we continue, I want you to understand one thing. A broken mind can never be truly healed.
Ah, I see. So, what exactly do you do here?
It is simple. If you cannot fix a person's nature, you must force them to forget it.
Surely there are
قشنگ
other
رفته.
methods of treatment.
How naive. You remind me of a man I once knew, Professor Becker. But we do not speak of him anymore.
A colleague?
The former director here. One day he realized that Edelweiss had outgrown him and had to leave his house.
بیهوشش کرد.
You grow weary of me already, Doctor?
Admiring
I'm
your
simply
office.
admiring your office, Professor. Apologies.
While I am pleased you appreciate its practicality and appearance, we were discussing bigger things. Was my conversation boring you?
No, not at all. I merely...
No, I understand full well. You're not seeking conversation.
What do you mean?
It is obvious. Your mind craves truth, but not in this form. You must witness a practical demonstration if you are to learn.
I'm certainly intrigued. Would that be possible?
Of course. I propose a journey between the jury of the human brain. You will not leave without being truly enlightened. Kuntz, take Dr. Watson back to the courtyard. Then tell the nurses to prepare the operation room and the girl with the doll.
Yes, Professor.
Our preparations will take a little time. I will come for you soon, Doctor.
بوی مشکل میاد. گفتش که ببریدش توی بکیارد. بریم تو بکیارد. Here we go. I'm in backyard. من گفتم بیایم اینجا آقا.
One of the patients there whispers to me all the time. He tells me such horrible things.
You are Mr. Wolf, am I right?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
My name is Dr. John Watson. I wanted to talk with you, if you didn't mind.
Ah, Doctor. I don't suppose you could help. I seem to have forgotten where I am.
We're in the Black Edelweiss, Mr. Wolf. It's an asylum in Switzerland, and you are one of its most important patients.
Why
چرا؟
am I here?
That's what I was about to ask you.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember anything.
It's all right, you don't need to push. Try to relax. Let the thoughts come and go. Now, what comes to mind?
چرا همه جات خونیه؟
Mr. Wolf?
Oh, hello. Who might you be?
We just went over this.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've met.
We were just discussing this facility, the Black Edelweiss Asylum, and why you are here.
That name does sound familiar.
Holmes, the things I do for you.
Excuse me, who are you? And who's this Holmes fellow?
I am Dr. Watson, and Holmes is, well, you could call him my imaginary friend. That's just
Imaginary friend.
But why am I here, Doctor? Am I sick?
I'm sure I can take a look.
observeش کن. تو هم بلدی؟ کلک.
Dear Lord, what did Gygax do to you?
Excuse me? Who are you?
Oh, never mind.
خب واقعا خوشم نمیاد چیزایی که دارم اینجا میبینم. خیلی داره ترسناک میشه. شبیه اوتلست داره میشه. منتها تایم کم است و کانتنت زیاد. مرسی از اینکه با ما همراه بودید. برای قسمت بعدی امیدوارم ببینمتون و ببینیم راز این آسایلم چیه. ممنون. فعلا.